Good morning, Desha. Thanks for being here with me.
Good morning, Tiffany.
It's always nice to chat with you. I feel like we could chat forever.
Oh, yeah, totally. Likewise.
So this morning we're here to talk about the Creative Accelerator, which is a bundle of ebooks and online courses for and different types of creative entrepreneurs. We have some photographers, we have business coaches, we have artists and authors, and this is a bundle that if people were to buy these products individually, they total up to over $2,000. I think the total is like $2,200 worth of products. And for 72 hours only, we are raising money for charity, and we are offering them for $129. And your product, Sweet Spot Style Your Biz, is that the right name?
Yeah.
Is one of those products. So I wanted to just chat with you a little bit so that people can get an idea of what to expect in that course.
Awesome. Happy to talk about that.
What I can do, what I want to do first, Desha, is have you kind of explain a little bit about your course, and then I will quickly list out the other courses that are included in that bundle.
Okay.
So what can people expect to find in Sweet Spot Style Your Biz? Or maybe you first want to start with what Sweet Spot is. Sorry.
Yeah, sure. Well, Sweet Spot is self-defined, and it's really a place of beauty and success. So whatever that means for you. And so for me, my self-defined definition of sweet spot is to do creative work that I love and get paid for it. And it also includes a certain type of lifestyle that I think a lot of us are craving right now, which is freedom, freedom to work from home, freedom to be location independent, to travel and work from our laptop. And more than that, even more than that, is to tap into our gift, our higher purpose of who we are, and share that with other people. And so what this course is about, Sweet Spot Style Your Biz, it's really for multi-passionate people who are creative, and maybe they're entrepreneurs, or maybe they just have that deep entrepreneurial drive and they're trying to figure it out, but they have a lot of ideas and they're trying to just decide which direction to go. This course is really for them. It's geared towards helping them figure out which direction to take, like which gift to focus on first to give to the world, And so we start off with clarity, which is key to everything, to get grounded in, the thing that you think that you really want to do. Mm-hmm. And then we go into intention. We go into releasing negative beliefs that have stopped you in the past and limited thoughts. And then we talk about inspired action and how to make a plan and stick with that plan, as well as support to keep you going. Faith, which is essential if you're going to try something new and show the world your dreams, right, and go for it. And then gratitude, because gratitude brings abundance. So there's a little bit of law of attraction in there, a little bit of, calling in a higher purpose. So it's definitely a mix of the spiritual plus the practical to help you basically take your dream to reality.
Your course is one of the ones that I personally am really excited about taking, Desha, just because it's funny. I don't know, you probably have done those, the Keirsey temperament sorter. It's like a Myers-Briggs.
I've definitely, I'm really into the Myers-Briggs and lots of, personality tests and stuff, but no, I haven't heard of that one.
Awesome. Well, so I would bet that you're an idealist as well. And we're only about 6% of the population, but like as an idealist, our values in being authentic and how we show up in the workplace and in our lives is really the most important value to us. And it was funny because at like 35, as a mother of two, I finally gave myself permission to show up in my job the way that I was. And I realized I was not going to find a job that would allow me to show up as I was. So I had to make my own.
Yeah, I can definitely relate to that, and I'm for sure an idealist.
So Desha, it's so funny because I think you and I came across each other in one of the many business groups that we're on online, and a lot of similarities between the two of us and what resonates with us. Can you tell us a little bit about how how things have shifted for you? Because you've been doing this now for about 3 years now.
Yeah, I'm entering into my third year. So two full years, and this is starting my third.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So can you tell us a little bit about how scary entrepreneurship is? Really scary. And I think a lot of us, even in the beginning even shy away from using that word entrepreneurship, even though we may be entrepreneurs. And it's something I've definitely stepped into in the last probably 3 years. But can you share with us a little bit about how, I guess, like your entire reality, how your day-to-day has shifted from when you had to go to a job outside of your home, and you were expected to be somewhere between certain hours, and how now your life has shifted with starting your own business?
Yeah, I've been practicing the art of intention and manifestation for about 10 years. And so I had actually manifested a really cool job that I actually loved. So my story's a little different from a lot of the entrepreneurs you see online who are like, I was in this corporate job making 6 figures and I hated it and I was stressed out. So I quit and started my business and I made no money. Then I made $1 million. So my story's a little different. I actually loved my job, but I felt like I wasn't reaching my full potential in that job. And as an idealist and as someone who really is into possibilities, I couldn't really see where I was going to go from. I was the director of career development in a liberal arts college, and I had developed a great schedule for myself. I had the summer off. I was still able to travel to Mexico. I created my own hours, but I really was just called to work with women and creative entrepreneurs, and I really wanted to help people see the higher possibility, and I wanted to grow financially and even have more flexibility in my life, so that I didn't have to worry if my daughter was sick, that I didn't have to call anyone. It's just like, maybe I have to rearrange my schedule with a client, but or my daughter is next to me in bed and I'm still on the phone with my client. There's lots of ways to be flexible with this particular type of job where you're location independent. And I had a lot of creative projects that I wanted to do too. And the first one was my first book, which pretty much launched my career. And I didn't really even expect to write it. It was just, I put it out in the universe, how I wanted my lifestyle to be and how I wanted to feel. And then I was open to these different opportunities that came along, and it happened to be that it was a book, and then it happened to be that I created, a retreat and a business. And so, yeah, my life has completely shifted. I was very much an under earner. If you've read Barbara, what's her last name? Manny's book?
Yeah, I don't remember, but yeah, I know.
Yeah, her book is Overcoming Under Earning, and I read that book several years ago. And chronic under earner, for my experiences. And so I feel like now I'm able to tap in and really, just create this business in life that matches who I am. And I want other people to be able to do that, because it's a trickle down effect. There's a lot of people that are miserable in their life and their work, and it doesn't need to be that way. It really doesn't. And it is scary because you are putting everything on the line at first, but you don't actually have to. When I decided to start my business, I actually spent a whole year learning about online business and writing my book while working full time and being a mom. And I did that because that was how comfortable I was with that level of risk. So, we talk about that too in the course. What's your level of comfort and risk? And some people quit their job, boom, they have no savings, and then they're forced to make it work fast. That was a little too uncomfortable for me. So I took a whole year, I saved up, and but now, hey, I haven't worked for anybody else in over 2 years, and that's pretty cool. That's pretty
awesome.
cool. For me, awesome. I'm like, I love it. So.
Yeah. And Desha, you bring up some good points. I think I just kind of perused your course so far, and it seems that even someone who doesn't necessarily want to take, their passions and turn it into a profit, I still think people just wanting to bring in more balance and creativity and just making more space for kind of the way that they want to feel in their life, I think they could get a lot out of your course. Would you say that that's true?
Yeah, definitely. In fact, I really need to change the name to Sweet Spot Style Your Biz and Your Lifestyle, or Your Life, because it really is very integrated into who you are and your life and your lifestyle. So, if the language is around creative people who maybe want to start a business, but it's definitely valuable for anybody who just really wants to figure out what they want to do next, whether that's just a career transition or just calling in more ease into your life or calling more creativity into your life. Really, you can do that with this program, whatever it is that you want. It helps you get the clarity of basically what it is that you want, whatever that is. The steps will still work for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I love. It really, because like you say, you bring up that concept of risk. To me, it just seems like this really holistic way to approach our life. I think so often we have like compartmentalized work and then family and then home. And I think what I get from your course and the shift that I've made as well is to just kind of have this holistic approach. We're one person and we can't part ourselves out like that. And I think women so often, we run volunteer organizations and we compartmentalize and part ourselves out until there's nothing left for us. So I love yours. Like I said, is one of the courses that I'm most excited about to take. So
that's awesome. Yeah, and back to that same idea around support. In the module on support, I talk about how it's awesome to get support from other people, but also part of support is supporting yourself and what that means through self-care. And when we're so busy and compartmentalized and doing all this stuff that, in the end, if our health fails or if our marriage fails, our business and our dreams often are very much affected. So it's also about, helping people figure out how to also take care of themselves, because women usually put ourselves last. So we gotta stop that.
No, never. Awesome. So Desha, I just wanted to quickly go over, so again, what's included in the Creative Accelerator, because I am really excited about this bundle. I actually got to be the one, my partner, she was last year's National Geographic Trial of the Year, Christine Gilbert. And I went to her workshop, I guess it was 2 years ago now, and she just completely shifted she blew my mind on what's possible. And I came home, and like you, I had a job that I actually really liked, but I just didn't have as much control as I wanted, and I was definitely under earning. Anyway, she and I partnered on this bundle, and so I'm the one that got to go and really suss out each contributor and take a look at their course and see, if I thought it was a good fit with what we were trying to do. And so the idea behind this bundle is kind of Einstein's combinatory play concept. And that is, so often, we want to think outside the box, but paradoxically, to think outside the box, you have to stop thinking. So we need to engage in these different modalities. And so it's really cool. We've got some creativity courses in there. I don't know if anybody's familiar with Flora Boley, but she's a really successful artist in Portland, and she offers amazing workshops. And she's contributed her product called the Bloom True Bootcamp. So anyways, I was just going to quickly go over some of the courses that are included in the Creative Accelerator Bundle. So excuse me, because I'm actually going to pull up my screen here. So we have Sweet Spot Style Your Biz, which is of course your course, Desha. We have Blog Brilliantly by Christine Gilbert. There's a Leap Guide for anyone wanting to take their skills and turn it into a freelance career. There's a Udemy course for entrepreneurs, how to create a Udemy course. It's a great way to come up with passive income. There's a print on demand course, selling your art with print on demand, which is actually going to be one of the bonuses for the first 1,000 people that buy. There's a creating 3 info products in 3 weeks by Amber. And I am going to butcher her last name. It's Koevenhoven. She's from the Netherlands. It's Flora Boley's book is in there as well. It's a self-paced intuitive painting course. Again, going back to that, how do we do self-care and also get ourselves out of our thinking brain? Nicole Leola, is that how you say her last name? That's a friend of yours, right?
Yeah, I think that's how you pronounce it.
Okay, so hers, it's called the Live More e-course, and it's actually a year-long journaling course. So each week you get a new journaling prompt. So that's really cool. It kind of takes you through the whole year. We've got Spark to Launch by Carissa Thompson, and she basically takes you from it's for people just starting out, from idea to launch, and then she helps you line out your content for the first 90 days. And then Deb Lang is offering Unlock Your Creativity. Amy Jones, I don't know if you've heard Amy Jones' story. It's really cool. She's over at Map Your Progress, and she has the coolest story. She was $26,000 in debt, and her accountant had a stern talk with her, and she just realized she really needed to get serious about getting out of debt. And so she created these little swirls, and for every swirl she would color it in, it stood for $100 to pay that she had paid off of her debt. And then she started showing people on Facebook, and people wanted to buy them. And so she ended up getting herself out of debt by selling these maps. And within like 6 months. It was really cool.
I love that. That is
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. And the neuroscience says that like it's great to set goals, but we have to revisit them. But to make that visual. So anyways, I'm really excited that Amy's a part of it as well. Zach Strayback, he is an attorney, and he wrote a Udemy course called How to Get Stolen Content Taken Off the Internet, which is a good one. And then one of the other bonuses is Tim Leffel's A Better Life at Half the Price, his ebook. So it's amazing, and all of these people are really excited to come together. We're going to be raising, so 10% of every sale will go to Sama Source, or Sama School, which is under Sama Source, and the Sama means equal in Sanskrit. And what Sama does is that they provide online training for the world's poorest people. They have programs in the United States, but then they also have hubs in Kenya, Rwanda, Uganda. Because imagine trying to get a job in today's excuse me, economy without knowing how to use Google Docs, or not having a computer, or not having internet access. You know, the digital economy is this billion-dollar industry, but there's so many people that are locked out from that. And we just really believe in equal access. And so, you know, for every sale that we make, we want to be able to make sure that we're bringing other people into the opportunity as well. So that's it.
I love that. That's so awesome.
Yeah. So anyways, Desha, I know that I know that we both have other things that we need to get to, but thank you so much for being a part of this and for taking time to be here with me this morning. So
thank you so much. I'm really excited about this. This is a great value and a great support to Sama.
I agree. All right.
All right.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.